there was a time that I actually suffered from insomnia for like maybe 6 months. I will sleep at 6 a.m. So it's like the whole night you cannot sleep. And there are times that you are actually, crying because the whole world is sleeping. But you don't know why you cannot sleep. And the next moment you know that you have to wake up to go to work.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Real Deal. Today I have a very special guest. So a few years ago, as we were opening up Instagram and TikTok, we noticed that this very cute Auntie Alien was showing up everywhere. Yeah, everyone was seeing that. And then after a few years, you got cast in Our Girls Go Army. And then now you're a business owner. Welcome to the show, Charlene Huang.
Hi! Okay, my Instagram handle is steady in case you all want to follow.
Already from the start of the video, we know how she got so famous. We know how you started your promo. Yes.
Don't say famous. Recently, I got one saga. I call myself celebrity. Then everyone cannot take it. I cannot scolded everywhere.
Sorry, this one is in my notes. This one is in my notes to ask 20 minutes from now, but she brought it up early.
Okay,
yeah.
We can, that one fast forward. Okay, we skip back. Okay, turn back.
Yes. I mean, yeah, so your career has been amazing the last few years. 2019, you actually became a business owner. You started Double Up Productions with fellow content creator Maito, real name Kelvin Tan. So please tell me, how did that whole thing come about?
Actually, I have been thinking of doing Chinese content for the longest time. I've always loved to watch, Taiwanese variety and things like that. So I was thinking, what if I put all this content into social media? Or because back then, maybe it's more like YouTube and Facebook, Instagram and TikTok has not been that active. So I was thinking of this and I have been asking around like my friends, do you want to do content with me? Then everyone will say, you siao ah? You crazy or what? Eventually, I met Kelvin Tan, Wei Guang. As you all know, it's now Ma Ito. So I met him then, but that was when we were attending lyrics writing class. So it was very funny. Imagine him sitting there, being so poetry like that, writing lyrics. So I told him, actually, I have this idea for the longest time. I want to do a Chinese content. But I have no idea what I want to do. But I was looking at all this variety. So he was saying that, got people watch, man. But he has been watching like NOC back then, Jian Hao Tan. So he's very active in watching all the local English YouTube videos. But for me, I was just like, I want to do Chinese. I'm more fluent in Chinese anyway. So then he was saying, okay, let's try. So we go and buy a camera. And that is how we started.
Is it only because you're more fluent in the language, you feel more confident there? Or is there a reason why you want to target the Chinese market specifically?
So we were more fluent in that. And then I also told him something that, in Singapore, especially the YouTube industry or the social media world, you have not really seen someone really doing Chinese content.
Yeah.
When you see an opportunity over there, then you just go in. We started off with talk shows like podcasts. Yeah, so nobody watch one. We pay money to boost the views. So we did our first skit, the Abeng and Alien, then doing the local kind of content. We thought that it's quite funny and relatable. So that was the very first video when he uploaded. We got almost 100K in like few hours, 4 hours.
Wow.
Once the circuit breaker comes in, right? Wow, boom. All our videos are viral. It goes to 500K, 1 million, 2 million kind of like views.
So you think besides the fact that it's targeted, there's a plan, there's a strategy, right? It's also timing because of the COVID thing where everyone was scrolling?
Yes, I think it's just the perfect time. We are doing the right thing at the right time.
That timing thing is so interesting because I don't know if everybody knows this. You weren't doing business or content creation your whole life. You actually started off in a bit of a corporate career.
Correct.
Yeah, what was your background in when you went to school?
I was in media. I was doing comms in Poly. Then I actually did comms in NUS as well. Okay, but I have no idea what I want to do when I graduated. So once I graduated, I go and find a marketing job. So I really job hop around. So I was trying out marketing job. I did HR before. I did operations, whereby I was in civil service for like 3.5 years, doing operations, kind of like auditing childcare centers. It's totally irrelevant. It's not relevant at all. So, but it's just that I was trying out. I think that was a part that I hopped until I cannot hop already, because at the end, I felt that there was a time that I actually suffered from insomnia. For like maybe 6 months. I will sleep at 6 a.m. So it's like the whole night you cannot sleep. And there are times that you are actually, crying because the whole world is sleeping. But you don't know why you cannot sleep. And the next moment you know that you have to wake up to go to work. And that is the responsibility, because back then I was at the stage of like being promoted to a manager already. So it's like people will be watching your performance. People will be thinking, wow, why she cannot manage this kind of stress, is it? I'm not sure whether is it I'm giving myself stress until I have to go and see my family doctor. He told me, why you cannot quit your job? I think it's the job that is affecting your sleep. So he's saying that. Then I told him, I cannot. I just got promoted. I'm getting a stable pay income, and everyone is watching me. I have people under me, So he will say, but it's affecting your health. I'm going to the doctors like almost every other week.
Wow.
Just to want to sleep. So until that very moment when he told me, this too shall pass. Today, even you quit your job, this too shall pass. Today, even if you are at your peak of your career, this too shall pass. So what's more important to you? Then I start to cry. Then I went back for a few weeks already, tried, but I still can't, so I quit my job.
I'm trying to imagine not sleeping for 6 months. Wow, I cannot even imagine what that does to your mental health, to your mood, right? How you feel about life every day. I also remember you saying somewhere else that you still experience guilt when you quit your job. What's that about?
That is definitely my family. My family is not doing very well because we are doing a family business. So back then, there were debts and money that he cannot get back for my dad lah. So I've seen them struggle paying certain bills. Okay, and I was telling myself, although I can, I don't burden people, I can pay my own bills. But I will also worry that what if the family business needs me to, settle certain things. But I wouldn't be able to because I'm now also trying to find out my own path and things like that. But I think my family is super supportive. Also in a way that they have seen me really suffer from the insomnia. I wasn't married with a kid. Yeah, so if today, like a sandwich generation, I have a kid and I have my elderly parents, that might be something that I have to rethink. Are you ready for that or not?
It's the timing.
It's just the right time doing the right thing at the right age. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, okay, you come out in your 30s, right? You're doing corporate for so long. How come suddenly you can find these jobs? Where did they come from?
Well, I tell you, my first hosting job is because I went to learn hosting.
Oh.
But because this class was conducted by veteran.
Okay.
So they are in the industry hosting or acting for many years already. So my friend was saying, hey, you go. But she told me something. You don't need to learn a lot of things because hosting, the techniques, right, will always just be you just make sure how you hold the mic, the confidence level, and how you project your voice. That's about it. The first 2 lessons should be done. But she told me something very important. This teacher got a lot of lobang for you. Yeah, she's saying this teacher got a lot of lobang. So you go there, learn the basics, and definitely they will do reels for you, the portfolio to start building out your portfolio lah. So I said that's about it. But remember, go and get connection, go and get a way in to make sure that he gives you some jobs. And from the jobs there, right, you start to build your network.
How do you decide what exactly you need to learn? Like you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you need in the industry.
Correct.
So how did you figure that out?
I think it's more like what are you interested in? To begin with, if you are going to learn something that you are not even interested in, I think that's a bit hard. So maybe in general, I would say I enjoy performing. So that's why most of the things I went to, be it for, hosting, speech and drama, they are more towards performing. And I also went for ACTA. It's a certified for adult trainer. It's meant to train you as a trainer.
Understand. So you know how to teach people.
Yeah. So they will teach you like how they absorb information, or how to plan a course curriculum, how to flow the curriculum, how to make sure people understand what you're talking about. All these are skills there. So I went for ACTA thinking that eventually someday I will be on stage also to teach people whatever lah. And eventually there are also my classmate who, my ex-classmate finding me for marketing videos when I was doing like social media.
So these people that you went to classes with became your clients, paying you.
Yeah, became my clients and so things are very weird one. There are always things that you don't know what will happen in future.
That's true.
Yeah, so I went for ACTA, I went singing, I went to learn languages.
What languages did you learn?
Well, I tell you, hola, ¿cómo estás? Me amo. Correct, no?
Spanish.
I got lah, okay. basic ma.
yeah.
I went to learn Spanish. Japanese was self-taught.
Yeah.
Then I went to learn Thai. สวัสดีค่ะ
So all this is not because you're planning specifically for business, just because you're interested.
I like lah. I think the most expensive that I've attended is my lyrics writing class.
How much? Can you say?
I have a basic class which is maybe few hundreds. Then an advanced class was like 5,000. But that spans across like 10 months, so you can pay in installment. But 5,000 to learn lyrics writing, people must be thinking that you just write only, right? And make it rhyme the last words.
Yeah.
It's like 5K. Okay, but the teacher is very legit one, okay? She's an award-winning lyricist, 小韩老师. Okay, so that was when I met my torso. But my requirement was if I go and find all the different grants. Okay, so my requirement was if I can get the grant, at least a 50%, then I will go and attend. Because that was like a bit too expensive lah, huh?
Yeah.
So ACTA was fine because got skills future funding. But lyrics writing, that one, wow, they funded me half.
Wow, not
so I
bad.
only paid 2,500.
Okay.
My is the one paid full one. So I took the NAC grant, if I remember correctly, for the lyrics writing. So they gave you a lump sum. So the cash is after you complete already, then they will pay you that money.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so money is limited, but you know, these things are not free, right? You do pay
Correct.
for the courses. How do you figure out if it's worth it or not?
You read up the course outline.
Okay.
But honestly, course outline at the end of the day depends on how good the trainer is. Okay, so you have to find out the trainer, look at the credential. I went to see their social media. Wow, the social media is very well maintained. They run their business very regularly. Their customers review, commenting, saying that, wow, very nice. They are very professional. Then you will know whether is it legit or not. At the end of the day, I just want to say that there is no course that is useless.
Oh, what do you mean?
There's no course. Sometimes we will think that, maybe at the end it's useless. I never learn much. There's nothing that you never learn much. It's your attitude. These are times that you will meet people out of your industry, out of your comfort zone, out of things that you have been doing. Then you will see other world that, you're doing this, got this kind of things. Interesting. Can you share more? Then you build all your network. If you don't know what you're doing now, listen and just find out from people what they are doing.
Is that your tip for the mindset that people should have when they go for courses? Not so much, you just take all the notes and make sure you memorize
Correct.
everything, but you should meet and talk to people?
Correct. So, but of course, you must go and learn whatever, if you can learn all the techniques that you need to learn. Please go and make sure that you learn. Don't just waste your time. Actually, skills future credits also your own money. Okay, it belongs to you. So you don't think that use credits, no need to listen, okay? I'm not someone who will take risks. So my is the one that, just do this kind of content, just do. Then I will tell him, cannot leh. What if people see things differently? Like they will comment on these things and, So the more you know, you'll be more reserved.
Can I say, I'm very surprised to hear you say that, because
Why?
to me, right, you come across as not careless, okay, but more like you are outspoken, you dare to do things. That's what I experience you as. I'll tell you something honestly, okay? So I come from a radio background, but even for English stations and Mandarin stations,
Got different.
yes. When behind the scenes, to be honest, when we talk to each other, we'll say your audience expectations of you are very different in terms of how you speak, how you behave, how you carry yourself, right? It's just different cultures and audiences. So for you, you're working in the Chinese market, plus you are a woman, right? Do you... What is your opinion on how you are supposed to present yourself to this audience? Do you feel any expectation?
It's so different. I tell you, the same thing that if my to say, and the same thing that I say, right? The repercussion is different. One. People will just say that, okay lah, Abeng lor, the way he talk is just Abeng lor. But for women, right, the same thing, they will say that women is not supposed to talk like that. Recently, we have a talk show, for example, like Pat Mock is on the talk show. So the way she, very outspoken as well. She's even more outspoken than me. I'm more kiasi one. She's not kiasi at all one. She just say that, but it's her character. But people will think that, wow, as a woman, right, you shouldn't be talking like that. Who are you? Who is she? Blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to an abeng, then it's just, so funny, the way he talks, so relatable, right? Yeah. I mean, not just in the media industry, it's just in the society. People are still thinking that a woman should act like that and speak like that. So it's still different, especially when it comes to comedian, right? There are things that I cannot joke about, what? There are things that content I cannot do, what? You can see my those video like the cleavage come out, or the woman cleavage come out. It's so funny, and so many people share.
Yeah.
But I cannot what? How I put my cleavage out, people also don't want to see. I ask people to put cleavage out, the storyline also doesn't make sense to me. I don't objectify my own, as a woman. Then I don't think that it's needed. Even my editor will say, don't need to do like that. You do like that, your audience won't like it. Don't worry, just make sure that your audience resonate, your audience understand, aligns with you, and that's the easiest thing already.
Stay true to what you want to do, right? Yeah. When I meet you in person, when I talk to you, outside of the stuff that you do for social media, I experience you as smart, you have your opinions, you speak well. But I think when people only see the content, the character is Alian, auntie,
Hao Lian, now it's Hao Lian. Because I call myself celebrity, now it's Hao Lian.
Yeah. So for you, right, how do you stay true to yourself while playing someone that's not you?
I like to script things, so I enjoy scripting things. So my staying true to myself is just make sure that, I script something that I feel I will enjoy and I think it's fun. So there are times that, when my talents actually script something that is too offensive, sexual, I will actually comment saying, why is it necessary? So I say, you just must be prepared. Or you want to tweak it the other way so that you don't offend anybody. So for me, that is my stand, that is staying true to myself. And of course, at the end, I'm just doing comedy. So I don't need my comedy to, be sexual or something. Then I just stay true to it because I know there will be views, but I just want to make sure that, I don't enjoy doing with this kind of elements in it. So just make sure that you're authentic. I don't know whether now people will think that I'm Hao Lian or not. Because from that very short snippet whereby I say I'm a celebrity, okay, y'all can replay that video again. 所以我讲我们做明星还是 very commoner 的我也是要排队。I was still telling my cameraman, hey, you come here, stand here. I'm going to say this line. I'm a celebrity. Also, uncle asked me to come and queue up for the food.
Just being funny.
Like that only I mean, I have been saying that I'm a Ming-Sing superstar for how long?
Actually, okay, so my understanding is this one person that commented.
Correct.
Yes.
So I actually got a few comments, but I only dig out that one person's comment because he was the one whom I actually visited his business before. I actually bought from him before. So I met him in, real life. Then I was thinking, how come you are so different? He called me shameless in the comment. So if you just say, Aya, who are you, who is she, I'm okay one. But the 重点 is not about celebrity. The 重点 is call me shameless. Why you call me shameless? You just say I'm not a celebrity, okay lah.
I think it seems quite difficult because most people only see one side of you. It's the auntie, the alien, maybe the Argos Go Army, which is quite a while ago already. That's, some time back. So for you, do you have any feelings around the knowledge that some people only see that one side of you?
Actually, I hope people can see the professional side of me because ultimately I'm a business owner right now. So there are clients who may still think that she's just joking one, not serious one. So there are times that even during meetings, right, when me and my will sit next to each other, they will also not speak to me because still got people think that I'm not the 老板. Recently, there's someone who commented certain things. They say, people are speaking to you like that because you are a comedian. You are not serious, So which means people speak to you, they are also not serious. It's just funny, So it's like, oh, you are like that, you are like a clown, blah, blah, blah. But we got feelings, one. So regardless whether is it comedian, performer, whosoever, right? Offline, we are still human beings. So I think basic respect, basic manners to treat people kind is a basic thing to do.
Actually, I'm very glad that we're able to talk today because I really think that I'm getting to see so many different sides of you, And then also what I'm hearing is that you're never done learning.
Because, social media may not last. You have to stay relevant all the way. If I say 1 month I don't do content anymore, or even 1 week, you're just quiet, you don't post anything, people will start to forget about you. Because there will be another alien tomorrow, there will be another Hokkien auntie tomorrow that will be even funnier than you. So how? Then you have to keep finding paths. And I always tell myself, if I can do something people are not doing, then I am different.
Now, when you're running a business, you have employees under you. Do you encourage them to go and learn anything?
Okay, this one I must say again, dear staff, I find for them all the courses because I need them to go for business writing, business proper writing, because sometimes you have to pitch, certain presentation decks to clients and things like that lah. I say, don't worry, just go. If you don't want to eat into your weekends or what, you just go during your weekdays, your office hours, whatsoever. Need to pay, we will pay. I cannot guarantee that you will stay. Nobody can guarantee that you will stay in a company for very long ma. So regardless of whether is it for the benefit of the company or eventually you can bring this skill set. This is soft skills leh. It's not like you learn any hardware or whatsoever lah. So this skill set you can bring throughout your life to wherever you want to go. So I always try to find paths that, people don't want to try. The next one I want to try is stand-up comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to go and try the script already, then find a place, and I start to do stand-up comedy. Open mic lah, no need,
So exciting.
don't pay me lah. I think a bit risky pay me.
Wait. In English or in Hokkien or in what?
In Mandarin lah, I
Mandarin
cannot
lah,
lah.
English
English
lah.
should be not funny lah. Yeah, I don't know how to script in like funny English lah.
Yeah. So exciting. Wow.
Yeah.
I love, just now when you were saying, you're half joking, right? You're saying, people pay you to learn what you don't want to learn, right? People are paying you, which is sort of the mindset
Your
of Skills
mindset
Future
lah. You're
yeah.
learning ma.
Yeah, I mean, Skills Future, literally, they give you the credits.
Oh.
The money is there. What you don't want to use, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, actually, it brought up a memory for me. Last time when I was a kid, don't want to go to school, I don't want to study, right? Complain, I want to stay home, play games, right? I remember my grandmother used to tell me, how lucky you are to be in a place where you can be educated. Yeah. And I think I really love that about you, that you're always learning. It's not necessarily learning for the sake of money or
Correct.
job. You're very open-minded, you want to learn to meet people. You want to learn because you never know. Even if it doesn't pay off in 5 years, you never know. Maybe when you're 60 years old, suddenly the thing will pay off. I really love
Correct.
that. I manifest for you, okay? In 2026, Charlene Huang will become the next Michelle Yeoh of Singapore.
Enough or not? Can. She got Oscar. No. She got Oscar. No?
She got Oscar. You will get Oscar and Golden Horse, okay?
Okay, Golden Horse first.
Yes.
Then Oscar. Since I'm not speaking in English, mama, Golden Horse first.
Yeah.
So manifest. Got opportunities when you will come. More people will see. But 2026 double up is expanding. So we will be having more subsidiaries. Yeah, not just talent management, content creation. We'll be expanding to bigger production, AI technology, and things like that.
Oh,
So maybe I got
exciting.
more things to learn.
Thank you, Charlene,
Yeah.
for coming on and being
Thank
so
you.
entertaining and open. Thank you so much. Good luck for your future learning journey.
Yes! And Golden Horse and Oscar wait for me. I'll be there soon. Thank you!